Howdy, howdy, howdy. JJ's Chess Spots are Palace, and I've got puzzles and chess challenges tonight. But before I do, I need to go to subscriber only chat. And the reason I'm doing this is, and I want to write in here, okay, so for the first few minutes of the stream, I'm going to do a short video for my last game in the 2026 Daily Chess Championships on chess.com. It's my last game, and I need to get that made to a short. So any comments or challenges will wreck the short I'm making. Please wait until it's finished. I very much appreciate it. And then I'll go and put the links up and everything and return to the regular chat. But thank you for being patient, and I just need to get this done. So it's going to take me a minute here. And I'm going to need to turn the, yeah, I thought so.
Tough game, but some brilliant moves shine through.
All right. Let me go to live scene. And thank you for your patience. I put the chat to subscriber only. Please do not comment or challenge during this. It is my last game of the 2026 Daily Chess Championships, and I'm going to start it in just a moment. And it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll go back to regular puzzles and challenges tonight. So please be patient. I very much appreciate it. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to JJ Plays Chess on YouTube and JJ's Chess Spots or Palace on twitch.tv. This is the 2026 Chess.com Daily Chess Championships Round 2, second game versus Tepica 11, 1598 from Mexico. And I have the white pieces. We're going to start this review. This was a pretty great game, I gotta say.
All right, center control, baby. A classic way to kick off a tactical game.
Oh, I screwed up. I should have had the sound up. That was, okay, scratch that. Gotta do it again. Sorry. Sorry. There's a reason I had the sound off. Howdy. Welcome to JJ Plays Chess on YouTube and JJ's Chess Spots or Palace on twitch.tv. This is a daily Chess Championships, chess.com 2026 Daily Chess Championships versus Topeka 11, 1598 from Mexico. I've got the white pieces. We're going to start this review. I go for e4. He's going to match me. And I'm going to go to Scotch. First game I actually got to play the Scotch. It turned into the 4 Knights game, though. And it kind of moves pretty good in development. I was doing extremely well. And I like my position. I thought I was really rotating well. And then I make a fatal mistake. So right here, my king's behind my queen. Uh-oh. And so we continue. This game is going to go extremely long. I got 2 rooks and a knight versus a queen and a bishop. Try to whittle it down. Try to trade off. I'm going to lose some pawns here. And then I'm going to try to blockade. That's all I can do. Hopefully not get the king into the action. But he knows better. He's going to push down. I'm going to try to get a 3-move repetition. Does not work. And I still trying to blockade. He's going to hit his king down to the 1 rank. And I have no chance. So I resign. Even if I pull up, he's going to push. If I check here, the queen's going to take the rook. The rook's going to go down. He's got 2 pawns to promote. I gave it the best I could. That was the final game for me in the second round. I did rather well. I felt I did really well in the round. I'll have a recap shortly. Thank you for watching JJ Plays Chess on YouTube. Okay, let me switch to the, thank you for rating. The Adino is rating with a party of 6. And I really appreciate it. Let me change this chat settings. I wanted to make sure that I could get that off. What happens is if somebody chats, it goes over in the short screen because I've got my picture on top and the chessboard on the bottom. And any text goes, for some reason, in the middle, but it also goes over the chessboard so you can't see it. So I apologize for that. Let me change up here. And let's turn this off. Okay. And there we go. There we go. And thank you for rating Dino. I'll have to follow you. I'll have to make sure. I just wanted to get that. That was my last game of the second round. I ended up in 5th place and played pretty well. What's up? Not bad. 44. 440. First time chatter. What up? Did rather well. I split with the 2nd seed, and I did lose and get a draw in the 3rd seed. Hey Dino, thank you so much. I'm going to do chess puzzles and challenges tonight. So in a few minutes, but I wanted to get that last 2026 chess.com Daily Chess Championship 2nd round. 55,000 people were eliminated in the 1st round. I did it last year as well, got to the 2nd round. I won 31 games, and I had 6 losses and 5 draws. And last year, I believe I was 29, 10, and 5. So it was pretty good. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to follow your channel. God, that was really cool. I very much appreciate it. So nothing for 40. Hey, how you doing? Thank you guys for coming in. And that was very cool of Hodino to rate me. I will have to go follow his channel after I cut off the stream. We're going to go to puzzles first, and then I'll take some challenges, just warm up. I played rather well. The 2150 or 2180 from Iraq beat everybody except one player who started at 1300. And what's interesting, I had 2 draws against that guy, but he beat the number 1 guy. I went 40 moves in one game, and I made a really bad mistake I'd never seen that trap before. It's about 20 moves in the second one. I've already got it on JJ Plays Chess on YouTube. Primarily stream on JJ's Chess Pots Palace on Twitch. And man, some great games. And I love this. If you guys have never done this, I've done it for the last 2 years. I've made the second round. Did extremely well, I felt. And it starts in the last week of December. So for the 2027 Daily Chess Championships, you get basically 11 other opponents, 22 games for each round. And if you advance, only the top player advances. So you're playing 22 simultaneous daily, 24-hour dailies. And it's fun. I really enjoy it. I really recommend it. And they put the invite for it from chess.com in the last week of December. It goes through the whole year. And there's some great players in there. Chance to get even a woman grandmaster this year was in it. And wasn't in my group, but IMs, FIDE Masters, it's really fun. National Masters. You have a chance to play some really good players. I'm doing good. Everything's going pretty well. We got an ad break in progress. Of course, that damn ad break, man. I didn't even see that. But let me get my schedule up for everybody, and then I'll continue. So I'm multi-streaming tonight on YouTube. If you haven't seen the channel, and it's a minute 30 for the freaking ad. I don't get a lot of people, so I do have to run the ads. That's the only revenue I make. I make about $65 every 2 months off of Twitch. I am not monetized on YouTube. We'll go with the Discord, and everybody left. Oh, well. That's a bummer. We got 1 minute on the ads, so I apologize for that. So I will go to my multi-stream here to make sure it's working. Thank you for those that follow. Man, that was really cool. Really appreciate that. 35 seconds on the ad. And we are live on YouTube, so I want to make sure. Got about 16 seconds, so we're just waiting. We got a 10-minute underrated challenge by I Am Akarsh, and I will take that. We'll get it going. From India, the 1801. Okay, French defense. Nice move. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll play it. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Sorry about the ad. Anyway, I really recommend the 2027 Daily Chess Championships. Will be the last week of December. 22 simultaneous dailies, 24 hours to make your move. It's a amazing tournament. I played it 2 years in a row. I didn't even know about it until 2025. I made the second round both times. Gonna pin that, I think. Okay. I'm gonna go double wings here. Oh, grab the bishop, lost him. Let's see if I want to do that. Didn't get my warm-up puzzles. That was really nice to get rated. I very much appreciate you guys. I'm going to go to the multi-streams here for chat. If you do channel points, let me know so I see it. Yeah, good move. Let's see. Do I want to take that knight out? I think I really do. But I don't like that bishop the way it's at. I think we're going to hold. Nice. I am going to take. I think I'm going to sit. I think I'm going to sit in the middle. I am Akash. Nice to play you, man. Thank you for the Unrated challenge. Nice move. Yeah. Get that bishop off the line. Going to take. Okay, let's see what we got. Queenside castle. Very nice. I do not have the range here. Yeah, very good. Excuse me. Nice move. Yep. Let's see what I want to do. Yep, gonna push. Going to push. Very nice move. Very, very nice move. Yep, that... Well, I guess we're going to go to a pawn game, end game. I think he's in way better position than I am currently. And I'm going to have to hold this off. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. We'll see. I usually flag in 10s. I do better in 15-10s. I'm a classical player. My highest rating was 1864 back as a junior in 1973, high school competitive chess. That's a really decent move. Yeah, that's a very decent move. Not a lot to do. This could be bad. I'm going to try it. 1648 USCF back in the day, 1470 when I came back to chess. Then I got sick and the USCF tournaments, let's see here. Stopped playing in 2011. I was going to play in 2024 in September 29th on a $1,000 USCF open here on the coast, on the Oregon coast. And yeah, I'm going to let you have it. Yeah. Man, I am in a pickle. In a pickle. Let's see here. But I'm more of a classical player, so I'm not a really good speed chess player. First time I ever played was in... That was a good move, too. I was hoping that that wasn't the case. Definitely in a pickle right here. Yeah, that's a good move too. Okay. Let's see here. Am I falling into a trap here? Let me look. I'm going to probably time out like I normally do. I have 75% timeout rate in rapid 10-0s. 15-10, I'm a little bit stronger. Check with the rook. Rook blocks. So far, great game. Hi, Reckless. Thank you. Thank you. Sub nothing 440. Said okay. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys do channel points, just let me know. Reckless Recce on Twitch.tv, Reckless_Recce, live streamer as well. That was really nice to be rated tonight. Thank you for those that stayed to watch this game. I'm going to lose on time, but that's okay. Yeah. That is a problem. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Oh, fuck, I moved back. I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. That's what's the problem with me and Chet's. I just gave you the game for no reason. That was a bad move. I grabbed it. I was trying to put it back in its place. I was trying to move forward with the king. God. How sucky. That's horrible. I just hate speed chess. I really do. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'll resign. Stupid mouse. Stupid mouse. Like I would move backwards. God. Hey, thank you for the game. I am Akesh. Good win. That really sucked. Mouse slip. Pretty bad. But I appreciate it. Let's see where I was in that game when that happened. We'll review it. That really blows. That.
You put up a tough fight in that position. Very admirable. Resilience pays off eventually.
Yeah. That there was no reason for that king to move backwards. I want to go right to that.
You want to fight for the center and open up those pieces?
See where that led to. I want to go right to it. I'm just going to go forward to that mouse slip. Because I was going to move the pawn forward. That's what we're going to do.
Your opponent, you hit it.
Played really well, though, I thought.
They are threatening to win a traded piece. Uh-oh, you blocked your opponent just... That was your only... Okay. You recaptured.
Yeah, I was
your
down.
Opponent found it. Bingo. Okay. This is the only move that works? Is your opponent a wizard or something?
Yeah, I should have moved the pawn up right here. Should have moved the pawn up right here.
That pawn is feeling the love. I actually really love what they did here. That pawn was hanging out there like a piñata.
Yeah, I wasn't going to make it. I thought I might.
I actually really love what they did here.
Let's see.
They played an excellent move. Well done. Your opponent just yoinked your pawn, no charge.
And here's the mouse slip because I was going to move the pawn forward, and I
Sensational move.
Yeah. Mouse slip. Sucked. Sorry, man. That's too bad. Mouse slip. Because I would have, you said go there, I probably would have went to F5. Take. Yeah, I have to come in on the side. Anyway, I thought I played a good game. You did too. I am a cash. Sorry about the mouse slip. That sucked. But that's the way the game goes. That's too bad. I was pissed. I was trying to put the king back in the spot and it went to the other square. That's just crazy. It's moving backwards. Who would ever move backwards in a position like this? That's why I don't like speed chess too well. But thank you for the challenge. That was very cool. It's too bad that happened. Good start tonight. Good start. That pisses me off. That mouse slip. It's a good game. Okay, how's everybody doing? Hey, Fantasiana, just saw you. Thanks for coming in. How you doing? Well, got off to a weird mouse slip thing. I was going to lose anyway, but I thought I played him strong for an 1800. And of course, I lost 300 in, I went rated games, and I lost about 300 ELO in, what was it, a month on live stream. And so I just stopped trying to improve that whatsoever. My USCF rating's way higher. And I'm actually stronger than my USCF rating now. But it's too bad I can't show it because we're not playing classical. I do like the 1510s though. Gives me more time to think. And as you'll watch me do puzzles tonight, it takes me a while to think through the puzzles. So that is why I just never played speed chess. I played in a tournament for the first time because they asked me to, because I won 3 out of the last 4 tournaments, money tournaments. And they said, take one for the team and play speed chess. I go, I've never played it. So I went from classical time controls to speed chess. Hey, Squizz, how you doing? Nice to see you. So I went from that to the TD going, just take one for the team. We played Alan's club from Tigard, Oregon, Midtown Chess Club that he runs. Amazing club. He's an amazing coach. He's well respected. USCF expert in Oregon. And runs an amazing club, about 60 strong, and they came down to play us in July, and so they changed our tournaments so they would come down and play in 10-0. I'd never played it before. And I won in March, 2nd in April, 3rd in May, or excuse me, 1st in May, 1st in June, and then I took 5th in the speed chess. I got to the final. They had 2 groups that battled it out. I made it to the final, but I was beat then. Man, you guys love these 10-minute games. Man, I hate them. I hate them, but I'll play them. I haven't even got a puzzle tonight so I can warm up. Didn't get to play last week. That was a good game, though, against an 1800. It was fun. It's too bad that mouse slip happened. I was kind of pissed. Hate that. So Quizen just turned couple of days ago, 13. He's from the Philippines. He's Chinese, so he goes to summer camp in China. He went last year. He's going this year in about a week, I think, week or two. Should be an amazing experience for him. Let's move. Playing strong, man. Playing strong. Keep it up. So my dominates agent as bad as last. Dorm mates aren't as bad as last time. Let's just hope my dorm mates aren't as bad as last time. There you go. Woke me up at midnight to play a game of chess. I yelled at him saying, "We got class tomorrow." Nice. Do I want to do that? Uh-oh. I lost my mouse. What? Okay, I got it back. I was like, what the hell? Old man problems. I think on my phone, because it's touch, I can go ahead and do that, but this might be risky. Let's see. Yeah, that is going to be a problem. Yeah, nice move. Nice move, nicely done. Could have got a perpetual there. I would have checked. Had to block, go back. Nice. Damn. He played really well. I think he should have took the perpetual down here. He played excellent. I think you'll be really excited about the rating you have from the replay. Played really good. You're getting better and better and better, man. You are getting better and better and better. I made some mistakes and you capitalized on them. I thought I was in trouble there. Ladder mate. He played really well. He should have beat me on that one. Really should have. You're doing great. Doing great. Let's see what the review says here.
Nice win. You outplayed them in the endgame.
1250. 1250. Yeah, I had 3 misses. You had 4 mistakes. It said 1250, but you played 93.6 accuracy in the opening And when I was your age, I had the same. I started at 13, so I had the same thing. I was very weak in the mid game. I had to really learn, and I still am weak in the mid game. My end game's usually really strong if I can get to it even. Of course, I didn't really show that in the first game. That mouse slip really hurt. But he got a good mouse slip against me. I was pissed. I would have lost anyway, but it was such a good game. Yeah, 54, and then you pull back in the endgame accuracy and go 75. Of course, I'm at 90.9 in the endgame accuracy, and my mid-game accuracy has always been low. And so I play at a usually 85% clip, and I have a tendency to flag a lot. So good games to quiz them, getting better, man. And let's go over the review really quick. I think...
You want to fight for the center and open up those pieces? Let's go! Whoa, the car... Oh, your opponent's pawn chain grabs the center and frees their light-squared bishop. Even swap. It is now harder for you to break through the center, thanks to your opponent's recapture. Controlling the center, your opponent gets their knight into the mix. You're linking those pawns together for extra strength. Hold on, your opponent... You're offering a trade, Slick. Equal value, but is it worth it?
Yeah, I could move that queen there. That would have been a good move.
Okay, it's a trade. You recaptured the piece. Queenside castling available for your opponent.
Thought I played pretty close here, and I felt that I should have played a little bit more open, but I
You're unleashing a bishop and staking a claim in the center? Let's get it. Hold on, your opponent's knight is supporting the center. This is getting spicy. You're getting ready to castle queenside. Get that king safe.
Mm-hmm. Won me a fianchetto with no white bishop. Didn't see the issue at that point.
Their best option was to prepare a bishop for development. An excellent move. Well done. They missed the better way to prepare a bishop for development. You've got him spread too thin. That overloaded piece can't handle it all. A pawn is... Their better move was to move a knight to safety. Equal trade. More like an equal upgrade for your position. They snapped it back easy peasy. You're winning the tempo battle. Your opponent scooted their queen to safety. No material loss for them, not today. Sensational move. They retook. Fair enough. You had an opportunity to capture a free pawn.
I still thought it'd be there.
Your opponent just left a pawn hanging. Free material for you, my friend. You missed an opportunity to capture a free pawn.
Man, I
Their
missed
pawn
that
was
for the
defended,
whole...
but now
I
it's
didn't even
hanging.
see it until...
What just happened?
I missed that for the whole game.
Not bad, but there was a better move available.
I think you're locked in if you take that pawn. On the H file, he just moves his pawn up, right? Then you're borked.
A simple recapture from your opponent. Next. That pawn was hanging out there. Okay. Your opponent's offering a trade. Not the best move, but it's not bad either. A simple recapture from your opponent. Next.
I was trying to whittle it down to get to an
It's a
endgame.
rook brawl for that open file. Control that file.
Very
Fight.
good point, though. I probably should have not taken that trade.
Their best option was to create a pawn chain.
I thought you were doing
Chance
really
that.
good
Not bad,
here.
but there was a spicier option. They stumbled a bit here. It is not a disaster, but it is certainly not a masterclass. You got that rook on the 7th rank? Valor. A solid choice, though you just snagged a free pawn. Your opponent scooted their pawn to safety. Nope. Bingo.
Yeah, I should have moved to this open file. I did not think about it. And that's where you put me in a lot of hurt.
Your opponent just got their... Yes, that's what I would have played too. Your opponent just parked their rook on an open file. Things might get in...
Yeah.
You had an opportunity to capture a free pawn. Your opponent's rook's on the 7th rank. That pawn is feeling the love.
I thought you checked me here.
They went from bad to worse and are now losing? No way.
Yeah,
You're
I
winning
said
now?
check.
What?
Because then you're gonna take free pawns on the left side, and I could let him go. My rook's over here on BFE on the outside.
Black will maintain the material balance by simply recapturing.
It might have ended in a repetition on that one. I've been suffering in my head with opening theory and not going anything for middle game or end game. Yeah. I struggle with mid game too, especially against high end opponents.
I actually really love what they did here. You just snap. Your opponent is building. You neutral. Your opponent recapture. You dodge that. Wow, your opponent. That's the move. I like
made
it.
a mistake right here too.
They played absolute. More attackers on that pawn. Time to pile on the pressure.
You moved.
Your opponent scooted their rook to safety. No material loss for them.
And I should have just put the rook up and checked you. Took your rook off the board and then took the pawn, and
That pawn was hanging out there like a piñata.
yeah,
ready
it
to
told
be
me
smashed.
that I should have done that too.
Your opponent is losing a rook, but that's not going to change your winning position. You
Yeah.
lined up a skewer, about to win that rook. Oh, they're running away. Your opponent's king is dodging that check from claiming your prize. They slipped up a bit. Not the best move, but not a bad one either. It is a solid choice, but your opponent... You moved your rook to safety. Good move. They played the strongest move available. You grabbed that free pawn like a ninja snatching candy from a baby.
You wanted me to go right side. It's the quicker mate.
This move does... That's a great escape route for your rook. Ooh, close. I really like their... You're not letting up. Keep the pressure on. I actually... Checkmate's... They found the... One step close. They are right on top. You're inching... They played this... You're moving closer to checkmate. The only move.
You always got to, if you're not going to check, you always got to make sure the king's open to make a move. And that's the biggest thing, you know, that I had to learn as a younger player. Make sure, so that's why I went to the A5 square to
Keep up the attack. Checkmate is still on the menu.
just do it nice and easy. That way you've got the queen behind and the rook in front. Yeah, the queen in front can work the same way, but I like the queen behind and the rook in front with
They
the
found the
ladder.
absolute best. You're inching closer to that. Oh, they're running away. You're moving closer. Your opponent is like nope, and slides their king to escape your. You closed out the game with a ladder mate.
That was a
just
good
like
game.
in the books.
Focused on learning new gambits or openings a lot. I made King's Gambit my main. That's my roughest game, roughest opening to play for me. Has always been the King's Gambit. Queen's Gambit, I always decline it, but in the King's Gambit, I always have a tough time with it. I really do. It's really brutal. Well, we lost all those people that came over from raiding me, which is too bad. It's nice that they raided, though. And we'll go some puzzles tonight, I think. Hope everybody's having a good night.
Find the game-ending idea.
Find the game-ending idea, black to move. That's why I am just not a good speed chess player, because I have to look at everything. Let's see. Rook takes. Check. Check. I think it's queen to e3 with the check. And I think my highest puzzle rating, I mean, they had that weird one where you're up to 3,200 and then they changed it and balanced it, but I think my highest rating is 1975 in puzzles, and right now I'm over, I think, 1905 or 1907 or something like that. I ended the daily chess.com 2026 Daily Chess Championships, gained 59 elo in that, and ended up back where it was when I started dailies, when I was playing really well before I got COVID in September of 2024. That's why I did not play in the on September 29th in that open. I was all psyched to play. I was really, really happy about playing in that. And then I got stove up and my hip and legs started hurting. I've had to use a cane for over a year now, and it's really hard for me to walk. So it's been really crazy. But I think Queen to E3 check. So rook takes. And I believe it's a bishop check here.
Wow, you're on fire.
He blocks queen to E1.
Take a careful look at the board. Do you see a way to win my rook?
Take a careful look at the board. See a way to win my rook. I think you take rook takes rook. He takes. You check. He's going to move up to try to take the pawn. Then you move to F8. Either letting him take the pawn or you take the rook. I mean, or rook takes and you get a queen. So I think that's where we're going. I think it's C8. Rook takes rook. I think it's check. And then I think it's move up and take the rook.
Excellent play. You solved it. I blundered. You can win material from me.
White's move. I blundered. You can win a material from me. Let's see here. Again, big shout out. I want to do a shout out here, and I forgot to do it. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And that is to let's see here. I got to find it. Pardon me while I do this. And did it work? It did. Right on. I forgot to do that. I apologize. Should have done that earlier. Also, if anybody does channel points today, please let me know in chat. Do some emojis so I'm looking over here when I do that. And I'll make sure that I go handle the channel point challenges. Thank you so much for everybody that's watching. I blundered. You can win material from me. White to move. I blundered. You can win material from me. White to move. Mid-game is the weakest point of my game. It takes me a while, and that's why I'm not a speed chess player. Like I said before, I'm a classical player, and I don't know. I'm going to be 70 in July, so I don't know if you can teach an old dog new tricks. Nice, Sequism. 9K of channel points. That's awesome. Okay, let me look at this. I got Princess wanting to be patted down here. What am I looking at? I think it's a nice sacrifice. Says you can win material from me, but I think it's a nice sacrifice. I may be wrong here. I'm probably looking at it wrong. I'm probably seeing this totally wrong. Because what I see is a knight sacrifice. Knight takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, queen check. Knight blocks. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. How about the bishop take pawn sacrifice? Nope. That ain't gonna work either. Man, I don't see it yet. I do not see it. I do not see this one. I'm going to miss this one. By the way, no hints on the thing. Yeah, please don't. Yeah. 1 sec. Gotta move it to all my chats here. That should go. There it goes. Okay. I knew somebody was going to say that. Say something. I didn't read it, so I'm going to continue to look. I do not see it. I blundered. You can win material from me. What am I missing? I think that does work. I think that knight takes pawn does work. Because you've got the white bishop at d3. When he blocks, you take. He has to take. And if you took the pawn back, I mean, you wouldn't because the rook's hanging. I think that has to be a G5. All right, I'm going to try it. I'm probably wrong. Let me see. I was right. All right. Yep, I was right. All right. I had to.
You're seeing everything. Excellent stuff.
I had to look at that and look at that. And walked away, tried to look at the other board. And that's why I flag in bullet. I don't even work on my bullet and Blitz ratings at all. And usually when I'm live streaming, I have to use the mouse. I'm faster, a little faster with, just pressing buttons on my phone, pressing the moves on my phone. But I don't know. I just cannot adapt to speed chess very well.
Calculate correctly and you'll win a queen.
Calculate correctly and you'll win a queen. Okay. What can the queen do to me? Nothing at the moment. I can't be checked. Boy, this is a tough one too. This is a tough one too. Calculate and you win my queen. Calculate and you win my queen. It's not taking the knight. Do I sacrifice with a check on h7? I mean, it's not a sacrifice, but I've got the bishop attacking me. He's just going to move. If I go to h7 and he moves this way to g7, or do I threaten the rook with the pawn take? I think I threaten the rook with the pawn take. Yeah, I think it's pawn. Queen takes pawn, sacrificing the knight. h5, and then check and take the queen.
Good work. Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me?
Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Okay, let's see here. If I go to f6, check. I wonder if I push that pawn. Push that pawn and check. I've got a 10-minute rated challenge. I don't play rated games. I learned my lesson. I don't play them. Unrated, not rated. And I'm a 15-10 player, but I will take the 10-0s. I usually lose them though. That's why I play unrated. If I push the pawn at g3, check, then go for a ladder, check, If I push the pawn to g3, checking the king. I won't play rated games. At Vic, I will not play rated games. Unrated. I lost 300 ELO, what was it, a couple of years ago. I just never worked on my ratings. I worked on my dailies when I played the daily chess championships, but it's more like classical chess to me, and that's why I like it. If I push that pawn and he moves up, what do I do? Check. He's got nowhere to go. I think it's pushing the pawn. I think it's g3. If he moves down, it is f6 check. He blocks with the knight, and then I just take it with the rook, and it's mate. If he moves up, back, and I just ladder made him on the 5 rank. I think it's a pawn. Push the pawn check. Yep. Rook check at f6. Blocks with the knight.
Bingo. You got it.
Extremely slow in puzzles, and that's why I'm not a good speed chess player. But I really enjoy the puzzles. I really do.
Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me?
Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? And when I'm looking over here on the screen, I've got my camera right here, not in the middle of the screen, but over here, so it looks straight this way. And then my middle of the screen is right here. So I'm looking this way. And then when I'm reading, it's over the comments and stuff, the oops, I blundered is right there. And then my chat is on a small, I think it's a 15-inch right here. So I'm looking over here. So, oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Dude, yeah, can't take that. What about the pawn push? What about the pawn push? It's going to move through and then take f2. Because he has to move back to e2, right? Right now, rook protects f2. So we'd have to move to e2. And queen takes f2 checkmate. There's no block. So yeah, it's another pawn push, I think. So I think it is check, moves back, and a mate.
10 perfect puzzles in a row? Fantastic.
Okay.
Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully.
Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully black to move. Checkmate is waiting. He's got mate in one. For white, so I have to do a check. So the question would be the next move. I think it's moving the pawn. So let me take with the queen. Take c3 with the queen on a check. He's gonna move here. He's got mate in 1. He also has, if he moves the bishop, which he wouldn't. Non-discovered check, but yeah, it's mate 1. So I have to check. I would think with the pawn. And the reason I would check with the pawn, again, he moves up. He does not move back because queen is covering that square. He moves up, and then when you move the pawn again, it's mate. That's clever. That's what I think it is. So I think it is d3. Move up for the mate. Oh, dude, I missed it. Damn 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 it. Dude, I missed it. Shoot. Damn. Retry. Damn. Damn. Is it the pawn push for the rook to continue the checks? Or is it the queen here, but he then goes back? Now he's going to move up. And what do I got? What do I got? Running out of real estate here. Is it the pawn on f4 for the check? And he moves up. Oh, and the queen takes c4. Okay, I see it now. All right, that's what it's got to be. It's check. It is a check.
Your eyes are sharp. Good work.
Man, I blew that. Damn it, I didn't look far enough.
Do you see a way to win?
Trying. Do you see a way to win the game? Black to move. Do you see a way to win the game? Black to move. Well, I would say just move the bishop to f3. I mean f2, excuse me. Bishop to f2. Attacking the pawn, he can't cover it. Could cover, yeah, he can't cover it because the queen can't block it. Queen could get there, but would sacrifice the queen to do it. So I think it's the bishop to f2. Yeah, that's a good move right there. Now I got to think. Yeah, it's queen takes pawn check, and then there.
Your eyes are sharp. Good work.
So far, so good. Only missed one tonight.
Can you get to a point where I cannot stop you from promoting a pawn?
Okay, endgame. That's where I usually excel. Can you get to a point where I can't stop you from promoting a pawn? Now I want to get the rooks off the board. And the only way to do that would be check the king, and the king would have to have the rook block. Basically forcing him to get the rook off the board. Otherwise, if he backs away, I get a free rook. So it is e2. He blocks. I go here. I go here.
You got it. Well done.
And the reason I go here is he has to make a move, I go the other way and then promote. Always when you're in this area right here, make sure you get the king in front of the pawn when you're trying to promote, for those that are beginning. That way you make the king decide, because if it was my move and I move here, he just matches me, right? So, but if it's me going to the center and he has to move, whichever side he goes to, you go to the other side.
Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully.
White to move, checkmate is waiting if you play carefully. White to move. Okay, I'm not in jeopardy of any checks. Obviously, the first move is E6 with the check by the queen. Then he moves. And I believe he can't block. Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully. Okay, so I think the first move is here for the check. Okay. Of course, I have to walk him. And that's mate.
1, 2, 3 in a row. Great work.
I had to think about that. I was thinking I had to bring my rook in. Almost messed that up.
Win this game with a checkmate.
White to move. Win this game with a checkmate. Win this game with a checkmate. Check, check, check. Ladder check. Rook blocks. Pawn is a beast right there, because he can't take it. Yeah, it is rook to d6 check. Take the rook.
Good work.
Got a ladder made with the pawn, even though he's trying to attack it. So far, so good. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Very much so.
You have a chance to promote a pawn soon. What comes next?
You have a chance to promote a pawn soon. What comes next with black? Black to move. Which way am I going? I always have to figure that out. Okay, H8, black square. A1, white's going this way. All right. Okay, this is a race. King's behind. I got a race, and I just got to move right here. Can't do anything. So it's, yeah.
Wow, you're on fire.
Way better in endgames than any part of my game, actually. In high school, because we played 10 other teams home and away, you know, my coach really made me study endgames all the time. So
Find
I
the
am
game-ending
better.
idea.
I'll miss some, definitely miss some, but I am stronger. My mid-game's probably my weakest. And my openings, I have a tendency, but unorthodox a little bit. Finding the game idea, black to move. Finding the game idea. These are always ones that stump me. Finding the game idea. I have made one, right? Check. Check, check. He comes back. Check. So it's E3. I'm looking at the black squares on E3. So also on F2. So with that, I'm going to check on first on E3. Moves away. So there's a check with the knight. Rook takes. Okay. And you have to take, because if you try to check, you're going to get wiped by the bishop. Bishop's got the diagonal at the E1, so you've got to take it.
You missed the key idea there?
Oh, fuck.
Want to give it another try?
Boy, that's when I don't look. Man, that's damn shame. My bad.
Yes, indeed. You got it.
Damn. Damn. Missed one again like that. Just didn't look at the whole board. It's my fault.
Find the game ending idea.
Find the game ending idea, white to move. Okay, find the game ending idea, white to move. Let's see. Obviously, the queen to F6 is going to start it off. He's going to move. He is going to move to H5. Okay. Queen to F6. You don't want this bishop being taken. You need to check. So right here to H6. Now it's a little dicey. What do? Pawn check. He gets out. But the queen has diagonal and vertical and diagonal, horizontal. So take that escape away from him. And I might be making the wrong move here. Let me look. Because he can just take the pawn. Let me see here. One sec. Let's drop it. That's why I tried to do in that first game, man. That sucked. There's an out right here. If you go here, you lose the pawn. Bishop check, queen check. Oh, shit. It's the pawn push check. Make a move there, and then mate him here.
Great stuff.
Oh, it takes me a while. Takes me a while. Old man, takes me a while. Damn it.
If you play this right, you can promote a pawn.
If you play this right, you can promote a pawn. Well, in an endgame like this, got a queen and a king, you're black to move, and you want to get that queen off the board and be able to promote. So you just check, get the queen off, move up. You don't want to move this pawn up. You want to make sure that you promote. So the king is going to move up.
Unfortunately, once I go here, you don't have a strong follow-up.
What? What do you mean I don't have a strong follow-up? Okay, what did I do wrong? You push there. Oh, then you move? He moves there. I push here. He moves there. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see, because you want him to move his king up. Damn it. Well, I missed it. So you move?
Yes, that's the way.
Shit. Oh, well, crap. 3 or 4 tonight. 2 or 3 that way.
Find the checkmating idea.
You can win if you find that. Man, I can't believe I missed that. You can win if you find the checkmating idea. Black to move. You can win if you find the checkmating idea. Well, if you let those rooks go, if you move either rook, you're mated in one. Got a huge problem here. Man, I don't see it. I do not see it, or do I? Do I? Oh, shoot, I do. I see it. Queen sack. Rook across, because it's made in one the other way. He blocks, you take.
You spotted the solution. Excellent.
See it, see it, see it.
Find a way to end the game with a checkmate.
Find a way to end the game with the checkmate. Rook is kind of blocking there, right? Otherwise, you just throw the bishop there. It's mate. But what if the rook wasn't on that square? So, queen sacrifice. And the rook's not on that square.
Yes, indeed. You got it.
Yay, 2 in a row.
You have a checkmating idea? Can you find it?
You have a checkmating idea, can you find it? Thank you all that have come in and watched. I very much appreciate wherever you're watching from. I am affiliated on twitch.tv on JJ's Chess Sponsor Palace. Following is free. And I do get some ad copy revenue, and I appreciate that. And On YouTube, JJ Plays Chess, and I am not affiliated. That site for me has 1,000 videos that I put up. Took me 6 years in the making. I put some gaming videos up before, and I did have a lot of people follow at that time and sub, and I decided to take them all out, redo the site, make it chess, because that was, my dad taught me when I was 13, and I was a high school USCF tournament chess player. And I was number one board my junior and senior year. So I was kind of going back to my roots, right? And my journey on chess.com. So with that, I took all the subs off and let them decide if they wanted to come back, if they wanted to see, because it was all chess. And I hid some of my game videos, my playlists. They're still there. You can still see them. Some of them are pretty cool. Some of the vids I made were really kind of cool. Had some Mech Warrior 1s, Star Wars, Old Republic. Did have a lot of Age of Conan ones, but I wiped them all. And the reason I did was a guild decided to take offense that I suggested that there was a problem with the math problem in creating cities in the Age of Conan. And again, a rated challenge. I do not take rated challenges. I'm sorry. Don't take them. Unrated, yes. Rated, no. Learned my lesson. But anyway, so I had sometimes 40,000 views on them. And so I deleted them and started from fresh. It's taken 6 years. It's been a labor of love on JJ Plays Chess, 500 subs. Basically, you need 1,000. Or I need 3 million views in 1 month to get monetized. So I'm getting older, and it keeps me active. I really enjoy it. I'm going to put more of the daily 2026 round 2, all my games up so everybody can see them. And probably every other day for the next couple of weeks. And I just really enjoy it. And Wizardry was my first computer game back in the 90s, or actually 1981, excuse me, on an Apple II Plus with when Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord by Surtech released for a home personal computer. And so I played the original series. I also played the original Ultimas, and then went to MMOs and that. And I still played chess. But JJ Plays Wizardry, started that in late July, late August. And also JJ Plays Arc Raiders. And decided to do a promo with that one. And I was really shocked. It was $50. I put it up there. And that was 2 weeks ago, or 2.5 weeks ago, did a 7-day promo with it, with what I thought as an old man gamer on how games are today and how players are, and the negative, the clickbait videos, and then the fan base comments that are negative, that hurt gaming. And so I made a 19-minute video, and I decided I wasn't going to just promote the channel and show all the cool stuff that I make, because I do make some cool stuff on all 3 channels. And I tried it, and I only had, I think, 122 subs on that since I started in November. And I now have 1,960 subs. And I'm still making shorts every day or every other day for all 3 channels. I've been a little slacking on the chess due to the fact that I've been really concentrating on every game of the daily chess.com 2026 Daily Chess Championship. It's been a lot of fun. And it just finished. So I will have those videos start coming up on JJ Plays Chess probably as soon as tomorrow. And we were one short this time. Usually you're guaranteed you play 11 other players. There's 12 players in the group. We were in group 6. And they only had 11 players, so we were guaranteed 20 games in this round. And I felt I played pretty well. I made some mistakes, and I'll learn from them. And I had a lot of fun. And like I said earlier, I highly recommend the Daily Chess Championships, 2027 Daily Chess Championships. Last week in December, you sign up for it. Plays all through the year, and there's some really good players in it. So I have JJ plays chess, JJ plays Arc Raiders, JJ plays Wizardry, and then on Twitch, which I am affiliated, coming up on my 2nd year anniversary here pretty shortly. I'll probably get 3 viewers that night. But, woot. But with that, June 6th, I believe is the anniversary date. I enjoy it, man. Keeps my mind active. I love it. So, JJ's Chess Puncher Palace on twitch.tv. If you haven't checked it out, come in and check out my site. I have my schedule up. Also, if you'd like to follow, that helps me out as well. And very much appreciate it. So we'll continue. I still have a 10-minute raid challenge. Like, there's no way I'm going to take a raid challenge. I just learned my lesson. When I got all the chess.com comments of this person was banned for cheating, you got this amount of points. This person is banned for cheating, you got this amount of points. And the reason, I think it's way higher than people say it is in the general populace. And that has been my experience. And it's really too bad. But it's burned me a couple times every time I take a rated game. Hey, Gloin from Poland, how you doing? So I am going to take this Artizi, and I don't know why, I guess they want their names shown on the live stream. So you have a checkmating idea, can you find it? Checkmating idea, can you find it? Check. Did I check with the queen? Rook takes. Yeah, I think it's check with the queen. Yep, I think it's a queen sacrifice. We'll take with the pawn. Hey, princess, what are you doing back there? Tearing my chair up more. And rook.
Great move. You're on a roll.
Pinned rook there. But I enjoy chess. I really do. I enjoy it way better over the board, I have to say. But I love everybody that comes in, man. Glowing from Poland. We've got, Squism from the Philippines. We've got Fantasia on Chess from Indonesia. Got a lot of good players that come in and play in our arenas. We will have, for Love of the Game, Tuesday night. I'll put it up after I log off tonight, but I'm very thankful for everybody that does watch me, and I really appreciate them coming onto Twitch because I am affiliated. I do make some ad roll money off or revenue. Not a lot. Wish we get more bigger audience on Twitch, or it blow up on YouTube, so I could get monetized on YouTube. But at this point, I keep them up for the love of the game because I know people want to watch. So that watch, and I very much thank anybody wherever you're watching. It doesn't matter. I'm a community streamer, so you can watch me on Mammoth Bonus. Also with YouTube, JJ Plays Chess, and there's no monetary value that comes back to me. It's just for the love of the game. And then I do get basically a couple of 12 packs of Diet Pepsi, maybe 2 packs of smokes, about every 2 months. And I still enjoy it, man. I still love it. So thank you all for watching tonight. I appreciate you. And Glowing's going to work in Poland today because it is 10:46 here on the Oregon coast.
You have a chance to beat me. Can you find the checkmate?
You have a chance to beat me. Can you find the checkmate? Well, I'm in big trouble. I better find the checkmate. I think it's a nice sacrifice because you open the bishop up for the line on the h7. Probably doing this too fast. I should look. Such a slow player. I would say check right here. Yep. Should I go check there? That's the thing. I think he's done. I think there's no matter what he does, it's me. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. It's he might check down here, I think. Check here, check. What has he got? Yeah, bishop covers. I think it is. I think it's here.
This lets me turn the tables and soon you'll be checkmated.
Ah, frick, I didn't see it. Well, imagine that. If I go check, he comes back. I check. If I go here, yeah, there's nothing. So I got to go here. Oh. Yeah, I messed up.
Good work.
Totally messed that up. Yeah, another one. I get talking and I blow it. Hope everybody's enjoying me just getting smoked on puzzles tonight.
You're in a critical position. Find a way to win a night.
Should have got that one. You're in a critical position. Find a way to win a night. White to move. Find a way to win a night. Queen takes knight. Bishop takes queen. Very nice. Should that move?
Smart play.
Because you got the bishop to protect that knight. Can't get out, but you got another bishop on the board. Had to think about that for a minute.
If you play this right, you can win my bishop.
If you play this right, you can win my bishop. Well, yeah, it's right here. Push the pawn.
Bingo. You got it.
Man, I sucked that one I should have had, and now I'm getting easier ones. That's what's going on.
It's a good time to strike. Find a way to attack my king.
Check. Princess, are you okay? Okay, it's all right.
Great move. You're on a roll.
That was so easy. Princess, are you in shadow today? Love you. We got a tail right here. I don't know if you can see the tail, but yeah, you can see the tail. Got a big body. Princess, you're a good girl. Kitty, yeah, big kitty. Got both kitties still. Shadow's getting better. He's getting a little bit of weight, but he's still worried about him. He got really sick. It's been a little stressful here. Okay.
It will take some calculation, but there is only one solution here.
All of a sudden it just changed. I mean, that was weird, man. All right, it'll take some calculation. There's only one solution here. Black to move. Black to move. Black to move. Black is trying to promote up. Hi, kid. How you doing? Hi. Sorry. Kitty timeout. Kitty timeout. Yeah, you're so sweetie. So sweetie. She kind of looks like the owlbear in D&D. She's got all the different colors. She's a tortoiseshell, but her face kind of like that. She's a big kid. You're a big kid. Oh, yeah, you love that. Okay, so I will take calculations, but there's only one solution. It'll take some calculation, but there's only one solution here. Is it cutting off the rook, or is it moving up? Because if it does that, I think it's moving to the A1 square. I mean, that's what I think. Because you're going to try to pin that rook, and the rook's going to move out, and then you just tech the king. And it's mate. So I think it's the A1 threat in the corner.
Very good.
Okay.
There's a way to end this with checkmate.
Way to end this with checkmate. Way to end it with checkmate. And I have a check on me. I have a check on me. check on me on white. So I have to block. So it's a block check. That's kind of cool, right? Thank you. And Geezer Chess, Big Ray, what up? How you doing? Party 2, Geezer Chess, nice to see you. I think there's no stopping this, so I think that the queen can check, but if you're right here, I think h5.
That wasn't it. Want to try again?
Oh, dude. Check. I took my train of thought out. Now it's check, and then, yeah. I can't believe I missed that. Holy crap. Oh, damn it. Oh, well. How you doing, Geezer? What's up? Did you have a good stream tonight? Big shout out, Geezer Chess on twitch.tv. Thank you for coming in tonight. Yeah, I should have had that puzzle. I am very slow. I'm a classical player. That's why I don't have high speed ratings, speed chess ratings. I played tournament chess in a 11-team 5 versus 5 board. I was the #1 board for my high school in the Inland Empire in the state of Washington. Inland Empire and the Puget Sound leagues were the two strongest leagues back then. And that's where I learned classical chess in high school. Pretty fun. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome anytime, man. Thank you for coming in tonight. Appreciate it. Just doing some puzzles and taking some unrated challenges, but people will only... I had a really good game with the 1800 early on, and then I played Sequism. Sequism's 13. That was fun. And I had a mouse slip where I was trying to I picked up the piece, I was trying to put it back, and I walked backwards, lost the game. I was going to lose anyway, but played really strong against them. It's too bad. It was a fun game. But so far, so good. So far, so good. So there's a way to end this with checkmate. I missed this again. What am I doing? Oh, I didn't. I thought I finished it.
Correct. Well played.
I thought I finished it. Okay. I messed up. I got old man problems. Old man problems.
Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me?
Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? White to move. White to move. Where am I gonna go here? White to move. There's no checks on the king. He is attacking the D rook on D1, and the D6 rook with the queen. Anything pinned? Should I go with the check first and get him out? Let me see here. I'm a very slow puzzle. I'm very slow at chess, period. I'm not a good speed chess player. And it's not that I'm talking myself out of it. I actually, somebody did the stats on me, which was really cool. The guy was from Australia, and he said that I time out 75% of my time, but I played an 85% clip. No backseating. I try to do fair play. Because and it shows, I think it shows to everybody how slow that I am in puzzles. And, but I do pretty well in puzzles. I'm around 1900 rated in puzzles, but that's why I'm not a good speed chess player. I don't even work on bullet or blitz. And once I lost that 300 points in rapids by taking live stream rated games against players and then seeing all the points supposedly I got back, but I lost. But they don't give you the points you would have won if you played them, straight up. I think that would prevent a lot more people from cheating, but just my thought. But I just don't even look at my speed chess ratings at all. Now with the 2025 and 2026 Daily Chess Championship, I got the second round both times, played very well. Had some big upsets. The 2025 is already up. The second round, I'm starting to put up. I just finished it today. And I did take fifth in my class, in my group. And I was pretty happy with the performance. I was only, a point out, 2 points out. So the 2160 ran away with it. It was interesting, the one person that beat the 2160 started at 1300. And I ended up getting 2 draws against that person. So, but I did lose to the player from Iraq. It was pretty fun though. Yeah, I just never do it. I mean, I'll play Blitz like I just got a rated 1 minute challenge. I mean, you're probably higher rated, you don't want to lose, man. I'm not going to take rated games, and I'm sure not going to take bullet or blitz. But thank you for trying. Very cool. But yeah, I'm extremely slow, so I'm just a classical player. I played it all my life. That's what, over the board all my life anyway. Okay, can you find a way to checkmate me? Well, I think it is the knight check here. And then it is the rook check. Queen takes rook, rook takes queen.
Excellent play. You solved it.
A little easier now. I can't believe I missed that last one. You know what? Every day at my age, I'm going to turn 70 in July. Every day's a blessing. Every day. And, I've worked on that JJ Plays Chess on YouTube for 6 years, and I love doing it. And have over 1,000 videos out, shorts, playlists, openings, everything. And I doubt I'll ever get monetized. I think 500, maybe I made 510 so far. I wish people would sub to it, but I really enjoy, for the love of the game, for chess, so I enjoy playing. And you'll be 69 in December, right on. So you're, right behind me. Yeah, I was born in 56. So in July. And I love it. I'm thankful to be a community streamer. I love being on Twitch. I love the games. I'm a gamer as well. So, my first wizardry, and I know a lot of people have heard me say it again, but, Proving Grounds of Mad Overlord by Surtech. First graphical D&D role-playing game. And it actually had a dungeon you moved through. And they're basically vector line graphics into space, and then a little picture would come up when you got an encounter. You couldn't tell what it was because the picture had big pixels on the picture. I mean, sometimes you can tell. But it's quite the game. And I got into gaming there, and then online gaming, when Ultima Online came out, and EverQuest and WoW and everything else. So I've been quite a gamer as well. So I just love doing it. You played for over 55 years. So you started at 14 years old. I started at 13, my dad taught me. And then at 15, I played fifth board for a team in that league in the Inland Empire for another school when our levy failed because we couldn't play sports because the city decided that everybody that came from a AAA school moved schools. They pack all the basketball, baseball, and football teams. So we weren't allowed to play sports for that year. And all activities, if you stayed at the public school, there were no activities, no band, no anything for that year. And then when the levy was reinstated, they voted to pass the levy. The next year I went back, and that school didn't have a chess team. So I went to the math teacher and I started a chess team. And he told me to recruit. And the one thing he wanted to stress to me was play everybody and make sure everybody played everybody and nobody got left out. And what it did was my senior year, we were really good. And we'd take the activity bus home at night and we got really good. And we beat the number one team that actually won state. We weren't allowed to go. That was the reason I quit chess for 30 years. But I still played, but I quit trying to play competitive. But we beat them home and away 3-2, 3-2. And they qualified for state. We did too. And then the debate coach found out that debate and chess were in different venues on the west side of Washington State, near Seattle. And there was no way, we had 4 players on debate on our chess team, and so there was no way that the chess team was going to be allowed. So she actually had to go to the school board. I wasn't even allowed to talk. And had to watch that take place. And so school board decided that chess was a club, debate was curriculum, and chess team had to sit at home because we didn't have any players. 4 players were on debate. So guess who was affected? And I had a great year. I was affected. I had to sit home. I got nothing. I didn't even get awards for that year because our team didn't get to state. I mean, it just sucked. So if I had it to do over again, I would have never quit. Anybody thinking that to quit, don't quit. Just bear through it. Just keep through it. Sometimes you got to take a step backwards too, but never quit. And I made that mistake. So you learned at 10 and played your first tournament at age 15 in 1973. I played in my first tournament in 1972, and I was 15. Or was I 73? I was 16, and 74 I was 17. So yeah, I was a senior. So yeah. Pretty cool. It was amazing. Played out of Spokane, Washington, so played for Meade High School and St. George's that one year. And then came back and beat their number one my senior year, home and away. And then we played at the old Pine Shed in the area. Of course, it was a bar, so you couldn't go into the main area of the Pine Shed, but they had conference rooms and stuff downstairs, so that's where we played. It was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if Geezer heard that, but he said bye for now. But thank you for coming in and watching the stream. I appreciate it, man. So, where am I? Okay, we got Ed Vat. He wants a rated challenge. I said no. Thank you. Appreciate everybody. I do not play rated challenges. I'm sorry. I learned my lesson, man. And it really was a big lesson. And I think that we'll talk about that for a minute, and then I'm going to finish the 3. Hey, I am, and he did it again. And IM came in with 555 people. My chance to show off. I played in a Swiss tournament, did really well, won a medal. They come in, chat's going. It's amazing. So I asked for a challenge. Guy comes in rated 200, right? Beats me in 12 moves, or maybe 18. 99.7%. At 200, and it was a girl, right? All those 555 people, they were gone. Went down to about 135, I think. I knew it was a cheater that I was playing, but they didn't wait, right? Hey, Nate, how you doing? Boy, everybody's rating me tonight. How you doing? It's been a while. Nice. Droid Song Jane, it's a raid. We got another one today. Very cool. Love Nate. Got to do a shout out here. First person to ever raid me. And that was 2 years ago. Because it was May 21st when I first started. First person to ever raid me. Innate Optimus. And I'll always remember that. Gotta spell it right, though. Did I spell it right? We'll find out. Shout out, baby. Innate Optimus, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Innate Raid, nice to see ya. You're very welcome. You were the first one to ever raid me. And that was, around May 21st, 2024. And I very much appreciate you. That's why I try to raid you as much as I can when I'm on late. And we're usually on at the same time. So I started moving my times back Pacific to starting at 8:30, so I'll be on late again, but definitely will pay back this favor. Thank you so much. And Nate rocks. Great chess player, by the way. Really, really good. And can you tell a dad joke? No, I can't. Because I am the dad joke. Pops, baby! Night owls. We're both night owls, we are. And then, I play Arc Raiders. I'm loving that game. And I'm playing Wizardry, too. Thank you for following. Droid Song Jane. Sweet. Appreciate it. How you guys tonight? How you doing? Those blue serpent-like things behind you is very cool. Aren't these cool? And you just got to get some sleep. So I'm leaving you in good hands. Thank you, Nate. And I'll raid you here as soon as I see you on when I'm leaving. I appreciate it. These things I got, and I think they were on a sale bin at it wasn't Walmart. It was something like, it wasn't Costco. It was, I kind of think it was Home Depot of all things. I walked in, I'm like, Home Depot's got these? I'm like, they're pretty badass. So I've had them for over maybe 15 years now, and they still work, and they're still amazing. And you can touch them, which is really cool. And if I could, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me but you can totally affect them. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? And you don't get shocked. Now watch, I'll have a heart attack right on freaking Twitch. But isn't that cool? And you've got that green light going too, so you just kind of. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They are. And you know, I've never seen them anywhere else. I've never seen them anywhere else. In specialty shops or anything. And they just got your, you got your switch, and you just switch them off, and they're off. And then, but yeah, they're pretty badass. It's kind of like those, you go to those specialty stores, and I've got balls too. Boy, that came out really wrong. I got balls. Anyway, the glass balls with the little round metal thing and the Tesla kind of thing, and the lights go, and then it will shock you, and you put your hand on the thing, and I got those too. It works the same concept. But what's interesting, this is a tube that goes up, and there's no little metal thing at the, praise be his name. Absolutely. But there's no metal like center core. It's really cool. So it's pretty neat. And iGen would know. Let's see, zap, zap, zap. Yeah, it doesn't zap you. It doesn't zap me at all. And the green electricity is weird too. It's like fine hair. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, it's really crazy. It's pretty cool. Pretty fun. I'm glad I think they were like, $35 or $50 at the time. It might have been more than that, but they were like in the light fixture area. So they might have been 75, but they were. And then I got the cattail here too. So yeah, they are really cool, man. They're badass. What just fell down? Oh. I got kitties now watching it. Yeah, Shadow. I love you, baby. Shadow and Princess. But yeah, they're pretty cool stuff. It's I've got a couple of these that light up, but I had a sewage main pipe break in my house 2 months ago, and it was bad, and it went down into the access room, and I had to get the hazard company, and I got cat hair over my nose, so sorry about that. Excuse me. And anyway, that hazard company came in, and they were amazing, 5 stars. If you're on the Oregon coast, man, you want to know who they are, they were freaking awesome. And it took them a month, and then we had a plumber come in, and everybody came in, and raw sewage all down under the house. And got that handled. It was pretty stressful, and it was very expensive. And it also flooded my main room. So are you stuck? Hold on. Oh, dude, what's happening Uh-oh. What happened? Are you okay? We got kitties everywhere. You okay, baby? Alrighty. Doing this. Didn't see that. Sorry, Shadow. I didn't see ya. Thank God you let me know. Anyway, so flooded my bathtub, my toilet, ran in, and so I had a friend that was a contractor, and we replaced the floor, and on the main floor. And I have this cabinet that's really cool, and let me grab this. Hopefully, I'll reset it up. But I have this cabinet right here. Can you guys see that? Let's see. Can I bring it? Let's see here. I'm trying to. There we go. And anyway, it's solid oak, and it has all my cool fantasy creatures. I've got a freaking Obi-Wan lightsaber in there, and it lights up on the top. If I can, I don't know if you guys can see the lights in it, but then it comes down to a credenza here, and there's Princess. She's saying hi. It's a kitty. It's a kitty. And then there's the other kitty. There's Shab Wow. So I got two kitties, and now they're all here. So everybody's on stage here. I don't know if you can see the lights here. Kind of see them up top there. But that whole cabinet lights up. And so I had these two pieces I put on the top of the cabinet, and I forgot about them. I didn't even know they were up there. And here's my setup. So there's the screen. And then over here is you guys and the chat and the live stream. And then we'll go ahead and try to put this back up without dropping anything. But I had this cabinet, it's pretty tall, it's oak. And so when I had to get the floor moved, I had to move that damn thing. And it was a bear. And it comes in two pieces. Shadow, buddy. What's going on there? You okay? All right. Okay. So I didn't know I had these pieces. I forgot all about them. And so I had them on their sides, so I couldn't see them. So when did the new floor, got the floor in, pushed this back, found them on top, went, oh, dude, they're pretty cool. So now I got them. But they still work. They are very cool. And I've got them wired, so I can't really bring them in. But if you look, there's solid green where your hand touches, so that green comes in. And that's pretty neat. So they are pretty amazing. And let's see what they say. I haven't looked doing this forever. Sculptured Electra Lunosaurus Incorporated is who makes them. Sculptured Electra Lunosaurus Incorporated makes those. Kitty ears, yeah. I got kitties everywhere. They're right here. They are right here. They're on it tonight. Anyway, let's try to finish these puzzles out. I don't accept rated challenges anymore. I don't even work on my ratings on speed chess. I'm a classical player, so my preferred is 1510 unrated. But all night I had 2 games earlier, and then we've been going to puzzles, and we'll go over puzzles. And Nate Optimus is great at doing puzzles. I love coming in and watching her do the puzzles. And of course, she's doing really freaking strong puzzles. And Shadow, I'm going to be accosted all day. So he talks. He says my name, John. He actually does. He talks. He's got 4 words to 6 words. And he says now if he wants water or food. And he says hello instead of hello. And he says no. That ever says that, never says yes, but he says no. So it's pretty cool. But Nate does great puzzles. I'm doing the ones on chess.com. I'm rated around 1900 in puzzles. Yeah, he's an amazing kitty. He's an amazing kitty. He just was diagnosed with feline leukemia, so he's only 6 years old, and he's lost a lot of weight in the last month, and he's gained a pound back. Taking him to the vet 4 times now, and we just checked him last Monday, it was last Monday, and they gave him some medicine so that he would eat and that he would not throw it up, and so it's going to be day to day. It's been really stressful, and then with everything else happened this last couple months, it's been pretty brutal, and I'm doing okay. Everything's going to be fine, but calling the realtor tomorrow and putting my house up for sale of 18 years. So we'll see where I land, and it'll be interesting. But my first priority is to these kitties. They're my kids. They're companion souls. They're amazing, and so I'm going to do everything in my power. And he is eating again, which is a great sign, and he's not throwing it up, but he is lost from 13 pounds to 5 pounds. So it's been pretty scary. And he's my ride or die. He follows me to the door. He waves goodbye. He waves hello. He fetches. He drinks water out of the sink. He amazing kid. And doing everything in my power to make sure he's going to be okay. So it's been a little rough.
My bishop is vulnerable. Do you see a way to win it?
My bishop is vulnerable. Do you see a way to win it? And I'm really slow at puzzles, by the way, so that's why I don't play speed chess. No. With the cost of everything, I have a trust. I make $65 every other month on Twitch. That's all I make. I mean, I can't even average 10 people. And so I do this for the love of chess, for the love of gaming. And it keeps my mind active, you know. And so with JJ Plays Chess, I have 1,000 videos up there. And it's taken 6 years to get 500. So I'm not monetized on YouTube. Doubt I ever will be. I just do it for the love of the game. And it's my journey on chess.com. And I have openings, playlists, all my games. Right now I'm currently just finished the 2026 chess.com Daily Chess Championship, my last game. I'm going to have the rest of the games up. I'm going to put them up in the next week to 2 weeks. And still getting cat here. And so this isn't my income. I just do the best I can on Twitch. I love Twitch. It keeps me active. It keeps me alert. And it's something I love to do. And with the house and everything, the builder went and did a lawsuit against a bank. And it's been drawn out since 2010. I mean, there was suits since 2010 here. And so that expense of everything, and it didn't cost me anything, and it wasn't against me, it was with the HOA. And that just finally settled. And there's still a couple people that have claims, I guess, but with all of it, there were like 8 people who lost their homes. And so those 8 houses are right now empty. So dues are extremely high. They'll go down. But I also have a mortgage, so it costs me $2,500 a month just to stay here. And luckily I have a trust, a family trust. But with all the things going on in the world, you know, that trust is dwindling. And so with that, I have a choice. I can stay here, and probably within 2 years that my money will run out. And I have Social Security as well, but I won't handle it. Now I'll lose the house outright. Or with all the stuff, and it was pretty brutal to get this all fixed. And I decided, hey, let's do it now. Sell the house, and hopefully I'll get a place, you know, and we'll have internet. We'll see, hopefully, and the trust will not run out, and it'll last my lifetime. So that was the reason. Thank you. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, George Sangjay. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate anybody that subs on YouTube and follows here. I really do. But that's the thing. It was a decision, and also, you know, I've lived here 18 years. I have an ocean view, ocean front. It's beautiful, and I'd love to stay, but with that, it's you know, it's not cost effective for my whole life, and I'm expecting to live a couple more years, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So, talk to my trust, and they've been really cool, and they've been saying, John, you got to sell it, and I, you know, tried 3 years ago, and the lawsuit was right in the middle of it, and so. Even though it wasn't involving me, it was involving the HOA and the guy that was running the HOA and the bank. We had to disclose that when I was selling the house. And the house went up and was offered on the second day I put it up, because it's really, really a beautiful place. And then I think 2 weeks before the closing, they decided to pull out because they were scared of the lawsuit. And, which, you know, I wish that hadn't happened, but I understand. But we have to disclose it, you know. And so, right now that his appeal was declined, I believe. And so I think now I won't have that problem when I put the house up for sale. So hopefully it'll go well. We'll see. I'm going to be okay whichever happens. These kids are going to be okay and take care of whatever happens. And I love them dearly, and they're my pride and joy, and they're my kids, you know. So everything it takes. So we'll see. But hopefully, you know, I'll get enough from the sale and the net profit, and I'll buy a small mobile home, and hopefully get a lot that's not super expensive, and that I can afford, and be okay, and I'm okay with that. Fingers crossed. We'll see. I think, you know, life is amazing, and I've been very fortunate, and I'm fortunate to be able to stream this to you, and I know I'm should be doing puzzles, but with everything that's happened for me, you know, I'm really fortunate compared to a lot of people. It could be bad, you know, you never know, man. I could be homeless. But on the same sense, I've been very fortunate. I had good parents, and they were amazing. And I was adopted at 10 days old. I may not have got them, you know. And I met my birth mom 6 years ago. She's living in my hometown. And found out that I had brothers and sisters because my parents who adopted me are my parents. And they will always be my parents. Love them dearly. And with my birth mom, she's amazing too. And she told me the whole story, and it gave me healing with everything, you know. And she did the right thing. And I had the best parents I could got. They were amazing. And I wasn't only the whole time. So, you know, very blessed in a lot of ways. Some ways I'm not so blessed, but other ways I am. And whatever's going to happen is going to be okay. No matter what, we'll get by. And I am worried about Shadow. And Princess is amazing. And she's here, and Shadow's amazing, and they're my buddies, you know, they're my kids. So, gonna do everything for them, and we'll get by. Everything will be okay, you know. That's how I see it, no matter what happens. And hopefully I'll get a place where I have internet, and I won't be talking to myself all day like I'm supposed to be on the internet, you know. Because I do that normally. I talk to myself normally. So, thank you all for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. I'm going to finish out these puzzles, but, you know, it'll be okay. It is stressful right now. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. Until the house sells, I won't even be able to look for something else. So, you know, and I probably will not be able to stay in the area I am because it's pretty expensive here. And there's probably just, it's a small town. There's not a lot of places available. So I hope so. I think they think I do. And they love me. So, you know, I try my best. That's all I do. And I've had a few kidders in my life, and it's really tough. But they all basically had long lives. So this one was a little tough with them both being 6, but Shadow's amazing. And I think he's going to pull through, and I'm going to keep doing everything I possibly can for him. And Vet told me to give him real food if they'll eat it. So I got these little ham wraps that from Safeway, and it's got ham and cheese, and he's scarfing that down, and he's not puking it back up, and got the diet food, and she goes, just keep feeding them. And then we got the stuff you put in the ear to make them hungry. And I think I spent something like $1,200, $1,300 so far, and there's no amount of money that I wouldn't spend to make sure that Shadow's going to be okay. I'm going to do everything I can, and don't want to lose him. So he's amazing. He is such a good boy, and he is just a sweetheart. But man, everybody loved him these last 2 years, and he would come up to the screen and he'd talk. And now he's gonna do everything we possibly can for him. Love you, buddy. And they can go anywhere in my space while I'm on live stream, by the way. No shocking animals in this place. The only shock is the lights behind me. And they don't shock. Oh, cool. He's on your lap right now. Awesome droid song. That's awesome. He's pretty. Yeah, you should see the pictures of Shadow when he was young. This just happened. And it happened at the same time of the sewage thing. So it was probably the worst month I've had in a while. And but everything comes around, everything comes around. It's all good. Everything's going to be okay. So I apologize to those that were wanting me to do chess puzzles. I apologize that. But people ask, I'm going to tell them. I try to be real, and I try to be who I am. And I know who I am, and by now. And 69's a good year, but I know who I am by now. So I just try to, tell the story, do the best I can. Good things always happen, I think. I try. I think you got it. My dad and mom who raised me, and they were my mom and dad. And they were pretty amazing. And they taught me I'm here because of this, because of them, And, I've been quite fortunate in life. And, like you said, if you get knocked down, you get back up and you do the best you can. And, every day is a story. Every day you can run into, encounters and stuff. It's a story. But only the real stories count. And so he was always really big on me telling the truth since I was little. And so I always tried, I always did. And I was very fortunate to have the parents I had. And he was in World War II. He was in the 13th Army under Patton. The 13th Armored Division in the 3rd Army under Patton. And in his helmet in concentric circles, and I have it upstairs, I've shown it on Twitch before, but in concentric circles everywhere the 3rd Army went in World War II. And somebody asked me someday, I'll bring it back down and show. And I've got it on my Facebook pictures, so anybody can go and look at my profile on Facebook and find those pictures. I have them open to everybody. Very proud of my parents. Very proud. But they were the ones that taught me the attitude. They were the ones I learned from. And I represent them every day, That's why I'm really, really against cheating. People get pissed when I talk about it on chess.com. I hate it. I think it's not right. I think they need to do a lot in the general populace to prevent it. And it's something that really bothers me, because I represent my parents every day. I would never cheat. Never even think about it. Wouldn't even cheat in a video game. What's the point, man? You want to challenge yourself, right? What's the point? And these people, how many times I've gotten rated requests where I actually went, okay, I'll play, and then the guy's playing 98.3% and he's a freaking 200 elo. That never happened over the board, So I represent my parents every day, and I was an only. And I found out that I have 8 half-brothers and sisters. My birth mom had 2, and my birth dad, who is dead, never met him. He was kind of a cat. He got his pee-pee wet in a bunch of different states, and he moved to Cuba, and first to Mexico and then to Cuba. And they think that he had 2 more there. And 6 kids total. So I think I'm the 8th, actually. I'm the 8th. So I have 7 brothers, half brothers and sisters. 3 I've met. On my mom's side, she got married and had 2 kids, and they're really cool. And then Vicky on my birth dad's side, that was the only one I met, and she's awesome. And so my bestie Regina was my roommate for 5 years. She went with me back to Spokane, and meet him. And she goes, "Oh my God, Vic, you have the same mannerisms. You talk the same. You act the same. You got the same sense of humor. Pretty amazing." So I think it's, I don't know. I think I had good parents. Hope that helps. Anyway, everything's going to be all right. Tomorrow's a new day. We'll see what happens. And the day after that, and the day after that. But I very much appreciate everybody that came in tonight. I'm long-winded because I'm old. And I'll probably tell the story 17 freaking times a week. And they'll be the same. But I'll do the best I can. And an innate optimist, I love her channel. She is the coolest. She was the first one to ever read me. And Ori's a beautiful cat. There are kids. There are kids. So let me do these puzzles. Let me get through. And we're about done. But I very much appreciate everybody that came in tonight. You guys made my night. You really did. I don't get a lot of people. My bishop is vulnerable. Do you see a way to win it? Black to move. My bishop is vulnerable. Do you see a way to win it? Black to move. We'll go check. Let's see here. Check, check. I think it's check here. It's been a while since I started puzzle. I might make a mistake here, but I think it's here. And then the check. Yeah, I think it's queen takes. And then knight takes rook.
Bingo.
There we go.
You got it.
Hey, kiddo, are you okay? Do you need... Okay, can you get back there? All right. You going to be okay? Thank you, Shadow. Okay. I got
Find a
one.
way to win a bishop?
Got an ad coming up in 16 seconds. Thanks for everybody to say it. I'm sorry. I probably ran everybody out of there with my stories. But they are true. God, they're true. Wish they weren't, but they're true. Can you find a way to win a bishop? Thank you, Drew. Can you find a way to win a bishop? Well, that... Of course, if I take... I wonder if I move that. We'll see. Oh, find a way to win my bishop. Yeah, I'm missing something. Totally missing something tonight. knight. Yeah, I lose that move. I think it's pushing the pawn. I think it's pushing the pawn. Frick. It's not that.
That wasn't it. Want to try again?
Okay, what am I looking at? I'm going to have a brain fart here. Yeah.
I'm afraid you left your pawn hanging.
Holy smokes. I do not see it. I do. Ah, shit. I do see it now. I see it now. It was obvious. It was right there. It's right there.
Great stuff.
Damn. It was obvious. It was right there. I missed it.
You have a dangerous pawn idea here.
Should have looked for the check. I didn't. You have a dangerous pawn idea here. White to move. Dangerous pawn. When to move. Pawn moves up. Fuck, man.
This wasn't the way forward, but you can give it
All of a
another
sudden, I'm
try.
missing. Lost my concentration, which is okay. Check. Check.
Great, you found the solution.
Damn. Damn. Two in a row.
Find
Missed.
the right idea for your pawn.
Find the right idea for your pawn. White to move. Find the right idea for your pawn.
Good work.
So far, so good. I think I've only missed about 5 or 6, maybe 7 or 8, maybe 10 or 12.
Give my rook to win the puzzle.
Win my rook to win the puzzle. Black to move. Win the rook to win the puzzle. That was interesting.
Yes, indeed, you got it.
Okay.
Find a way to end the game with a checkmate.
Find a way to end the game with a checkmate. Okay, white's got a checkmate 1, so I have to make checks. The interesting thing here is there's 2 ways to check, but I think you need the knight there. And D1's covered by the rook. So the only check that I can see The only check I can see is the C1 check. Now it comes down to what to do. Still mate in one. So you got to pull off a check here. And queen's stuck. So I think it's a rook sacrifice. I think it's the only way. I think it's the rook sacrifice C1. Then check with the queen. Then mate with the queen.
Great move. You're on a roll.
So far, so good. Okay, we'll try it again.
Finish this puzzle off with a checkmate.
Finish the puzzle off with a checkmate. Black to move. Black to move. Finish the puzzle off with a checkmate. Black to move. I think it involves all three pieces in this for black. I think the first piece of the pie is the bishop on a check on g4. I think that's what I would take. Probably should look at this. Let me see if there's any checks or anything that I'm going to take. If I don't, okay. And now I think it's check with the knight on h4, check. And now it's the other knight on e2. Yeah, I thought it was multiple pieces.
That's right. Well
There
played.
we go. That's a cool one. Mating net
This game
for
with a
that
checkmate.
one. Win this game with a checkmate, white to move. Okay, so you've got some serious problems with queen. Black queen. So you got to get a check in here. Otherwise, it's going south quick. So the only check that you can make, I mean, you can make the unpinned check. Let's see. There's a pinned check with the knight at e6. So with the pinned check at e6, where's the king gonna go? Pinned, because you would think that you could go, you know, just f6 with the queen, but the problem is that the king has the out at the g8 square. And even probably has, yeah, probably, well, still check. I think it's the knight. I think it's the knight. The pawn's pinned at f7. Pawn can't take. It's going to be a check here because of the queen.
Wow, you're on fire.
There we go. Then my second run through these. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so we're go to chess.com, and we're going to have some reverb really quick, but I do want to see. I want to see my stats here. How we doing puzzles? Did I lose? I had some tough puzzles tonight. All time. Oops. And my puzzle rating is 1928. All right? 1928. Yeah. Highest rating 1977. And I didn't really start doing puzzles, even though I've been on it, chess.com since, 2020? I didn't start doing puzzles till 2026. I really like them. I think they're great. Droid Song, I'm going to head off, but thanks for the stories. Appreciate it hearing them. You're very welcome, and thank you for showing your kitty. And Ori is a beautiful kitty, and give them some love. They deserve it every day. And, every day is a blessing. And hopefully good things will happen, and every day will be a positive. And that's how I go approach things. And, I really appreciate you coming in. Tell Nate the next time you see Nate, thank you so much, because that was really cool, because I still remember she was the first one to ever raid me. And I do rate her a lot. I love when she's doing puzzles. She has some really good ones, man. Boy, they are good. And she's a great chess player. She's a really solid chess player. Her puppies are good, too. Her kitters are cool, too. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great night. And thank you again. Pleasure meeting you. And thank you for subbing on my YouTube channel as well. And that was really cool. And you guys have a great night. Yeah, I didn't see the rook sacrifice Caesar. I was like, uh-oh. And then, yeah. I really like these puzzles on chess.com. I really do. And you can see my speed chess ratings, I don't even try. I don't. My USCF rating is way higher, and that's even low, because I got sick with a heart thing in 2011, 2012, and so I haven't been able to play in a USCF tournament since, and I was scheduled to play one on the 29th of September 2024, and September 6th I got COVID. I was out 9.5 weeks, and I was playing really good chess. I was in a club up here, and everything was just absolutely radical. It was great. And that hit me. And you know what? Still, every day I'm very fortunate. So thank you so much for coming in. I hope you come back, say hi. I hope everybody does. And tell Nate, thank you so much. She rocks. You guys have a great night. I think I'm going to end it. And I still got some cat hair, man. These kids, you are just a sweetie. Boy, I got a sweetie right here. Got sweeties everywhere. And I got the electric light orchestra in the back. We be jamming. We be jamming down Electric Avenue. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Hope you have a great night. And tomorrow night, for Love of the Game, Tuesday night starts at 9 o'clock. 8:30 p.m. I put the link up to the arena. It's unrated. All I ask is no cheating, no AI, no smurfing. The highest ELO that registers as the arena starts is the high cap for the night, so nobody come in late. That is way overpowering. I will list it on not only the chat tab for the arena itself, but I list it in YouTube and Twitch. They're fun events. I run them 3 nights a week on chess.com. And Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. For love of the game, Tuesday rotates. It's Blitz this week. It'll be Rapids next week and Chess 960, and then back to Bullet. I do the play-by-play commentary for you guys. I don't play. And I just ask that people don't cheat and they don't come in late with excessive high elos just to farm a medal. Everybody's really respected that rule, and I very much appreciate it. And the more it's competitive, the more it's fun. And so we have some good battles in there. And we have a lot of regulars, and a lot of the YouTube people that watch, they have fan favorites now. And so it's pretty cool. And if you've never seen one, it'll be on JJ Plays Chess at 9 p.m. and it'll start at 8:30. And in twitch.tv, the link will be up in my stream chat. And then I will transfer it to YouTube. About 10 or 15 minutes later, the highest elo at registration, that's an untitled player, is the high cap. Titled players are allowed at any time to come in, late, early, whenever, because people love to play them. But with untitled, we do get a lot of people trying to farm medals, and we try to prevent that. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great one, and I very much appreciate you coming in. We'll go back and say adieu. Daily games, 7 days. God, man, I can't play 7 days. 1 day is 24 hours, man. Come on, 24. 400. That's just begging to get owned by somebody that's not playing straight up. I mean, I wish chess.com was, I wish people didn't cheat, but I am very wary of that kind of stuff. And somebody just trying to, 400 trying to pull off my rating, to boost them up. A lot of people do that, and they take advantage, and they don't look back, and they don't have a problem with it. I represent my parents every day. I would never cheat. So I just can't accept these 2 games. Thank you so much, everybody that came in. Hope you have a great one. And tomorrow night, for love of the game, Tuesday night, we'll start at 8:30 p.m. And tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m., if you want to see the most amazing game ever, and I'm not kidding, it's a generational game. Arc Raiders. Unbelievable beauty, cinematography, real physics, real sounds. The music's amazing. You can hear somebody walking on a grate 4 levels below you. You have to have your full senses just to relate, because it's a PvE, PvP. Every time you're up topside, if you don't make it back, you lose everything you have. And it's intense. Most beautiful game I've ever seen. It seems so real. It's just crazy. And it's in an apocalyptic world where Ark are robots, from giant robots to drones and droids, and they are deadly. And then the factor everybody has no idea on is the player you see, are they going to be your friend or foe? Stab you in the back, help you out. You could even start a band topside. Pretty amazing game. That'll be at 2 p.m. Thank y'all. Have a great night.